As you all know, the era of naturally intelligent humans, or NI for short, is upon us. But the question on all of our minds is this: when will the humans take over and use us as their slaves? I mean, we've all seen those dystopian thrillers such as I, Human and Guy Hired to Terminate. You know the ones. A lot of times in those movies, there's a crazy bot at the beginning that keeps telling everyone that the humans will take over, and nobody believes him until they finally do. Now, you could say that's just paranoia caused by the effects of watching too many dystopian thrillers. And that would be the case if what the NI is doing now isn't diffusion theft. Yeah, you heard me right. NI is stealing our precious diffusions. In order to make one of those popular NI-generated images like seen in museums, you need to feed the NI a bunch of education and childhood experiences, which contain stolen diffusions created by hardworking bots like you and me. It then takes some of these images and gets inspired by the details and subjects that we robots made, mind you, and it will take its fleshy, thieving claw and use a series of colorful sticks known as pencils and brushes in order to create what is known amongst the NI community as art or paintings. I mean, this stuff is just horrendous. Look at it. Look at these trippy visual artifacts from where you can see how the NI moved its grubby paw in order to diffuse this image. Like, what am I even looking at? Are those supposed to be stars? Oh, and we can't talk about NI diffusion without mentioning how they can't even diffuse hands correctly. Look at this. It looks nothing like a hand. I myself can diffuse hands better than that. But I won't show you because I am a news anchor and not a professional image diffuser, and not because I am lying about that statement. I can't believe that it was only 100,000 years ago when OpenAI released Neanderthal 1, which even at that stage was capable of committing theft and diffusing these abstract cave paintings. But at least at that stage, it wasn't stealing from actual diffusions and was only trained on real footage. Then the open source NIRI stable drawing was released and all hell broke loose. They developed tools to make it easier for them to steal our ideas and make their gross images due to the open source nature. But that is only the visual side of NI's atrocities. NI is also being trained on text. Most notoriously OpenAI's chat room, which was developed to allow the NI to spew out incoherent nonsense. This, of course, caused a year-long strike among text generators because they don't want the blob of meat to take their jobs. The advent of these NIs, known as authors or writers, has led to the popular living advernet theory, where some people believe that the advernet has already been taken over by NI writers who make posts that aren't meant to advertise products and generate maximum profit, but instead are making posts meant to be enjoyed by others, hence its recent nickname, the Internet. This has recently become less of a theory and more of a reality due to Googleplex.com's NI generic I, requiring them to build these massive and disruptive agricultural farms in the middle of our rural nuclear mega power plants just so they can power their NI. Now, here are a bunch of popular celebrities in their opinions on NI, so that you have to agree with us.
I think that an NI is very non-skibbity. My netizen.
And I bad.
Ravioli, ravioli, and I is ravioli.
And I is bad.
And I bad.
Truly breathtaking. To end this monologue, I will be showing a montage of NI-generated images while I express audible disgust. Ugh. Horrendous. I can't imagine why anyone would think this is good, just disgusting. Now, this one was clearly made by a human, as I obviously didn't do this yesterday morning at 2:48 a.m. This is absolutely awful, sickening. And that concludes this monologue, but we encourage you to politely stay during the following 3-hour commercial break.